Resident Evil 4 Remake brings an original experience. This is the case with Resident Evil 4, but there will be some gameplay changes to give the remake a wholly new experience. The story is believed to be reimagined, and it will give the game a scarier feel to suit the tone of the franchise's previous remakes. Resident Evil 4 is an upcoming survival horror game developed and published by Capcom. It is a remake of the 2005 game Resident Evil 4, scheduled for release on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X/S on March 24, 2023. The game player follows Agent Leon S. Kennedy, who faces several enemies in a mission to save Ashley Graham, daughter of the President of the United States. But its basic premise will remain the same, with U.S. Agent Leon S. Kennedy on a mission to rescue the President's daughter Ashley Graham from a Spanish village dominated by Los Illuminados, a violent cult worshipping an ancient parasite, years after the events of his introduction. There will be a spin on these events to make the experience more atmospheric. With the game set to release on March 24, 2023, we look at the gameplay changes that will make this new title different from the 2005 original. Resident Evil 4 is a remake of the 2005 game of the same name. It will feature over-the-shoulder third-person shooter gameplay similar to the original game, while drawing from the remakes of Resident Evil 2, 2019, and Resident Evil 3, 2020. In an innovative step to the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 4 will be the first game to offer 6 optional control schemes, including one that is styled after the control scheme in the original game. Resident Evil 4 features modernized and improved visuals compared to the original, with a tenser atmosphere, improved character designs, and enhanced backgrounds. As in the original game, the player will organize their inventory with an attaché case. The merchant also returns, allowing the player to buy, upgrade, and trade items. He will also provide new side quests that may be completed during the main story. In combat, Leon can roundhouse kick enemies to push them away, as well as new parry mechanics, which include blocking attacks from a chainsaw with a knife. The original Resident Evil 4 was released for the GameCube in 2005. Development reportedly began around 2018, led by the studio M2. Capcom then brought the development in-house in early 2021, led by the Division 1 team, with many team members who worked on the 2019 remake of Resident Evil 2 returning for this game. Following its reveal on June 3, 2022, Capcom stated that the game is being developed by reimagining the storyline of the game while keeping the essence of its direction, modernizing the graphics and updating the controls to a modern standard. Hirabayashi claims the remake will have the same length as the original Resident Evil 4. Producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi claimed he found the idea of remaking Resident Evil 4 challenging as a result of its large popularity. Kazunori Kodoi and Yasuhiro Ampo, who worked on Resident Evil 2 Remake, are acting as directors. Kodoi is supervising gameplay elements, most notably how to use Leon's knife and its endurance after encounters with the enemies. The set appeal is to give players various ways to complete Resident Evil 4. When it comes to quick-time events, Capcom aims to reduce them as much as possible. In keeping with the original game, the briefcase was briefly touched to change weapons quickly. Unlike the original game, Leon can carry multiple knives in his inventory to compensate for their limited durability. The development team was split into 3 groups that worked in 3 areas of the game: the village, the castle, and the island. It was also revealed by the game director that the island won't be cut from the final version of the game. In keeping with the realism, the characters' facial features were based on real persons. Leon's in-game facial features will have Eduard Bataluta's likeness. In regards to the game's narrative, the team aims to expand Ashley's characterization and relationship with Leon due to the former's fears. Luis is also meant to be elaborated more in depth. Considering the game witty, the story is meant to be more horror-focused, something shown in its early demos. The characterization of Leon was affected to react more to the enemies to the point he would often insult them. The visuals were carefully developed to improve the idea of horror. The game was developed with the RE Engine.